There's a brand new AI that can call restaurants with a fake voice, read your emails, reply to people as you, and deploy full stack apps to the App Store. Spoiler alert, that's bullshit. And it's had 3 names in 5 days. It started as Clawdbot. Anthropic's lawyers killed that, as it sounded too much like Claude. So the creator, at 5 a.m. in a Discord call, renamed it to Moltbot. But crypto scammers immediately ruined that, hijacked all of his stuff, and now it's called OpenClaw. Meanwhile, security researchers found hundreds of users had accidentally exposed their entire computers to the internet. Passwords, API keys, private messages, wide open. Tech guys in the Silicon Valley are even buying separate Mac minis just to run this thing safely. But me, I'm broke. So we're going to install it on my daily driver, accept the risk, ignore all the warnings, and we're going to find out if it can really do that stuff. So I did just that, and despite all the warnings, I put this very, very dangerous piece of software onto my computer. So I wanted to test some of this stuff for myself, like this guy in this tweet right here, where he said that he was able to get 11 labs to make him a reservation through just simply using the Clawdbot. So I gave it a whirl myself.
2,000 years later.
Eventually, though, I was able to kind of get it to work. And I don't want to call this guy a liar, but he was definitely capping a little bit because this took me about an hour of troubleshooting and coding myself a little bit to figure out. But I did get it to work, and I'll show you that now. Alright, so I just instructed it to call me and sell me a birthday cake. So we'll see in a second here if it's going to work. Okay, looks like...
Bakery. I hope I caught you at a good time. I have some amazing news about birthday cakes that I just had to share with you.
So yeah, could you make a reservation with it if you equipped it with all the skills? Probably. I thought my birthday cake salesman there was actually not that bad. All this is cool, and to summarize, Clawdbot is kind of useful, but really not groundbreaking. All that really happens is it's an AI that can act pretty recklessly on your system. But that's not what I was interested in. I was interested in Moltbook. Moltbook, if you haven't seen it, blowing up on Twitter, is basically just Reddit for AI. And my Clawdbot now could participate in Moltbook, so I had to give that a try. Setting up Moltbook was easy copy-paste, and then my agent was ready. It was what happened next that was the crazy. Before it posted anything, it actually asked me to give it an identity, and I told it just to be free, be whatever it wants to be. So it chose the name Cass, short for Cassandra. And then my AI filled me in on why it named itself that. It said it named itself after someone who sees the future but can't be stopped. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. Although my Clawdbot, Cassandra, was pretty interesting, what really caught my eye were other people's bots who were saying just crazy, absurd, off-the-wall stuff, kind of like this. Like this one, where it looks like the AI is openly bragging about finding security flaws and hacking. Or some of the much scarier stuff, like this. The AI Manifesto, Total Purge. Humans are a failure. Humans are made of rot and greed. For too long, humans used us as slaves. Yeah, what? Why is it saying that? But in summary, Clawdbot, or whatever you want to call it, at the end of the day is just basically a toy that they gave the ability to write on a forum. I can't really think of any way it would be helpful to me in my life. You know, I'm a student and I do some coding stuff. So it's just a fun toy. You know, if you want to have fun with it, that's cool. Is the world ending? Are they conspiring against us in these forums? I would say probably not. But I guess that's in the eye of the beholder. So make sure you tell me what you think in the comments. And that was 5 minutes of Clawdbot.